Hi, welcome to the tutorial video on how to download and install the Beercules the Destroyer of RAM modpack. First off, you're going to want to verify that you have Java 8 installed and not Java 7. Java 8, it should be basically all better than Java 7. There's really no harm in it, and I'll show you how to check and see if you have it right now. First, you're going to want to search for Control Panel. And this is if you're on Windows 8. If you're on Windows 7, then you could probably go to the Start menu, which will be in the bottom left-hand corner, and then go to Computer, and then you can go to Control Panel from there. So then in here you go to Programs, and you go to Uninstall a Program. You're not actually going to uninstall it if you have Java 8. This is just a really easy list of all the programs you have. I currently do indeed have Java 8, but for the sake of this video, I am going to show you what it's like if you did have Java 7. So then, I'm going to uninstall both these instances of Java 8. The reason I have two is that Minecraft uses a 64-bit while Google Chrome, which I have open over here, uses the 32-bit. Just give it a little bit of time while it uninstalls kind of a major program. So then, now that Java 7, wink wink, has been uninstalled, you can close this for now because you don't need it. And you're going to want to open up Google Chrome or whatever browser you use. And you're going to want to go to this link right here. This will allow you to download the current versions of Java 8. You're going to want to download both the 32-bit for Google Chrome if you're using it and for any other web browser, and the 64-bit. Having both of them doesn't really hurt anything at all. So then, you're going to want to click both of these so they download. This one right here, in case you can't see my mouse, and this one right here. Just click it, it'll download. And then I already have it downloaded, so I'm not actually going to do that. It's in my downloads folder right here. These two. And so to make them install, you just right click and run as an administrator and hit yes. And it'll come up with this. The reason I'm using offline is because it's slightly more reliable and it does not have ads, which try and get you to install things that will bog down your computer, which is bad. Anyway, this is installed. Installing. Come on, there we go. Hey, now it's time to do the other one. Run as an administrator. It'll come up with a verification page. It'll just have you verify the Java version. I'm going to have you do that manually using the command prompt just to make sure that your computer has the correct path in just a moment. And yeah, you don't really need to do this. And I'm going to ignore that. That's bad. That was weird. Anyway, let that install. I really hope right now that this thing is actually recording my voice and that this video is not going to be silent. Okay, now that we have installed both versions of Java 8, we're going to want to make sure that Windows is correctly reading which ones you have. This is just an error with Java that happens sometimes. So then you're going to want to open up the run command and open up your command prompt. To do that on Windows 8, you hold the Windows key, which is on the bottom left, and it kind of looks like the Windows symbol. Hold that and push R and it'll open it. And if you're on Windows 7, you'll go to the bottom left, click on the start button, and then click run and type cmd for command prompt. So then once in here, you're going to want to type java space dash version. If it says build 1.8.0 underscore 25 yada 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 and not build 1.7 underscore 71 or 57 or 67 or whatever version you might have had before, then you're good. However, I'm going to assume that we did indeed have build 1.7 installed. It was reading build 1.7 still. To fix that, it's a little bit of a process, but we're gonna try and do it. So you're gonna want to open up your file browser and go to your PC and go to Properties. If you're on Windows 7, basically you just want to be able to get into your advanced system settings of your computer. I'm assuming it has to do with opening up the start and then going to your computer settings and then going to advanced system settings. Or it could also just be in the control panel like it is here. Advanced system settings, this will pop up. You want to go to the advanced tab and down here to where it says environment variables. Click that. Now then, you're ignoring most of this stuff. It's needless, I don't even know what most of this does. However, you're going to want to scroll down in the system variables until you see path. Once you find path, you're going to want to edit that. For me, because I just updated QuickTime, that's going to be the thing at the most recent end of it. This path is basically just going to edit which path your computer looks for certain programs. So then, I'm going to scroll back until it says, until it has anything that has to do with Java. There should not be multiple things with Java in here. In fact, if you just hit Control A and open up a text document, you can look at everything in there and see if there's multiple instances of Java listed. If there is, you only need one. If there's none, you're going to want to do this. Type semicolon, quotes, and then the path of the Java you just installed. Which, if you're on a 64-bit computer and I just had you install Java 8, it's going to be that path that was listed there, which is basically just that path with the slash bin at the end of it, with more quotes and then the semicolon right there. And this would say JRE7 slash bin if you had Java 7. You just want to change the JRE7 to JRE 8.1.0 underscore 25. And then you hit OK, and then you hit OK, and then you hit OK, and then everything's okay because you just hit 3 OKs. Now then, once you do that, then you're going to want to open up the run command again. I accidentally hit the wrong key. Open up the run command again, go to the command prompt, and again type java-version to see you do indeed have version 1.8.0 underscore 25. Again, you just need version 1.8. You don't necessarily need 25. However, I do recommend it as this mod pack is fixed for Java 8 build 25. So then, once you do that, then you're going to start getting into the part where you actually edit your Minecraft folder. Go into your folder. If you don't know how to get to your .minecraft folder, you go to your C drive, you go to users, you click on your username, then you go to app data, and then you go to roaming, and then there's your .minecraft. Or an alternative is in the roaming command, in the run command, having percentage app data, spelled that completely wrong, percentage app data, like my thing down there is telling me to do, but I'm going to type it in anyways, and hit OK, and it takes you to this. Now then, Once you're in here, first thing you're going to want to do is we're going to rename this .minecraft folder. We're not, keep in mind what I'm doing, I am going to preserve any kind of mods that you may have and any kind of save files that you may have and want to keep, and any resource packs and all of that stuff. Basically, I'm going to end up with you completely reinstalling Minecraft and putting all the stuff that you currently had back into it later. If you already did indeed have any kind of mods, I suggest putting that into a separate folder that you would keep somewhere like your desktop, or for me, I would have a folder. Inside of a Minecraft folder asked specifically for it. Basically, you would open up a new folder on your desktop, name it mods, then inside of it, make two different folders. One folder for your old mods, which I'm going to have you remove because you're now going to be using my mods, and one folder for your new mods, which you can name after my good friend Beercules, the Destroyer of Red. The reason you would have this is so that way you can easily change between both your old mods and the new mods. Now then, with that, you're going to want to go back to your roaming folder, and you're going to rename this .minecraft to .1minecraft. So that way you still have all your data and stuff. Oh, hang on. Forgot I still had this. You're going to, I keep doing the wrong thing, I apologize. You're going to want to rename this to .1minecraft. So that way you still have all your folders and stuff, but Minecraft will now install its own new version. So then, once you do that, the first thing you need to do is you need to run Minecraft in the 1.6.4 version. To do that, you simply go back to wherever it is you had your shortcut to run Minecraft normally, and you're going to run it again, and it'll automatically download for you after you log in. Watch. For me, I had this little Minecraft folder on my desktop, and this shortcut for regular Minecraft. So, then you put in your details. I'm actually going to not blank this out because first off, I don't know how, second off, I'm too lazy, and third off, the only people who are watching this are probably going to be people who already have my email. And if you manage to figure out what my password is based off of the sounds of my key presses, well then you can probably hack me anyway and I don't really care. So then, you log in. Now then, you should be greeted with whatever messages there is recently. I am incredibly confused by all the different languages they have here, but I think they were trying to go for some kind of international thing. Anyway, normally your Minecraft launcher is going to want to have you launch the most latest version. However, in order to use Forge of 1.6.4 version, which is what all the mods are installed under, you need to have the 1.6.4 version previously launched. Basically, all you need to do is down here, go to version, and go to release 1.6.4. In addition to also changing the release version for Forge, you are also going to need to edit the JVM arguments down here. Simply check this box, and you need to at least change that 1 there to a 2, or if you're using Java 32-bit or Windows 32-bit and you simply can't have that much amount of RAM, another thing you could do is you could use what's this number? Just type in like 1500 megabytes right there, and then that should be enough to be able to run the pack, because it caps out at 1 gigabyte for just you standing there. I am going to use 3 gigabytes because my computer can handle that. And I'm also going to alter this over here. That's the maximum amount of RAM that the mod pack can use. This over here is the minimum amount. In order to help it with the startup, I'm also going to change this to about 512. Yeah, 512. And that's what you need to do for that. Also, I'm going to do this just because I like having the launcher come back up when it's done. You don't need to do that, that's just my preference. So then you hit save profile and you push play. It will begin to download Minecraft 1.6.4, which, if you have Cranky's tractor connection, will take somewhere around half an hour, and if you have my connection, it'll take you 2 minutes or less. I'm going to take this time to drink some water. Also to see how long I've been recording. I guess it won't tell me how long I've been recording. Hold on. Not quite sure how to stop the recording when I'm done, but I'll figure that out when I get there. Hopefully it is still recording. I'm trying to talk a lot so you guys don't get bored while I'm doing all this stuff. It's really easy, it's just it takes a little bit of time. Anyways, now that it launched in Minecraft 1.6.4 version, you immediately quit. And if you like it, if you do what I do and you like it to launch back up with this thing, you close this. Now, you're going to want to go to this link, which I will also put in the description, and download the 1.6.4, either latest or recommended. They're both the same version of Minecraft Forge. If you go over here, you hit installer, and it'll download the installer to your downloads file. I've already done this for the sake of time, and it is right here. That thing. It's an executable jar file, so you hit it and you open with Java. And then you click install client and it'll do everything for you. Really, it only has to just do a couple libraries. Okay, now that's done. If we go back to our .minecraft folder, which is somewhere, it's over here. In the .minecraft folder, we will now have the 1.6.4 Forge build whatever version, which is good. Also, I previously forgot to mention exactly how to do your mods and save them all to the folder. On this one, I already have all the mods that we're going to be using, but let's say I was going to do it. JC, why you poke me? I'm doing video. Have people tell you that I'm doing video. I'm poking back just because this is for us. Yeah. So then, what you want to do is you want to get your assets folder. Basically, you want to get every single folder except for your resource packs, your resource packs, your saves, your screenshots, your server resource packs, your stats, your versions. Anything that has log attached to it, this launcher.jar. Okay, let me rephrase that. You're going to want to get any kind of folders that were created because of your mod, such as this chocolate mod, this hats folder, this journey map folder, all those, and also the assets, the config, the core mods, custom DI skins, which was another thing created by a mod, the hats, journey map, the libraries, the logs, the mods, the resources, and the versions, and this is particular for my mod. I had to make an ID fix because of the sheer amount of mods that are in this, so I need that as well. And I'm also the options I can get later, and the server.dat I can get later. Anyways, I'm now going to cut all this, and I'm going to put it onto that folder that I have on the desktop. And that's the new one. This is the old one. Ta-da! And that's where all of your old mods will go. Now then, back to this. To get all of your options and all of your worlds and all of your screenshots and stuff, PvP server go away. All of your screenshots and stuff, you're basically just going to drag those folders into your new Minecraft folder. So your resource packs, your saves, your screenshots, your server resource packs, your stats, your options, and your servers.data, and you're going to cut those and put those into your .minecraft. Just right click and paste it. And I'm going to hit replace just so that way it overrides the current options and stuff. Now then, once you do that, now you are almost ready. You're ready to download the modpack file, which is at this link right here. I'm going to post all these links in the description of the video. So you go to this link and you hit this and it'll save. This is a zipped file. I did this so it would download a bit faster for people who have tractor internet connection like Frankie. Sorry to keep bringing it up, Frankie, but you do have tractor internet connection. So in my downloads, I have this zip folder. Now then, what you want to do is, I have 7-zip installed, some people have WinZip. You should hopefully know how to use your extraction thing. If not, I recommend getting 7-zip and using it because it's fairly easy to use and it does lots of stuff. So you're going to want to extract to, you could either extract it here or you could extract to a folder. I'm going to extract to a folder just because it's a little bit neater. And it'll start the extraction process, which should not take very long if your computer is an okay computer. I give it maybe 45 seconds tops. Could be wrong. Now then, it copied onto this folder right here. I named this folder something in particular so that way you would know exactly what to do with everything inside of here. However, I ended up making this video just to make everything easier. So I'm going to do exactly what this tells me. I'm going to highlight all that stuff, copy it, and I'm going to paste it all into my .minecraft folder. Well, actually, first, if you're someone who has multiple mods installed, you're going to want to go to your desktop mods folder and put these in the Beercules Destroyer RAM folder, just so that way you'll be able to switch back and forth between the mods as you need. To switch back and forth, you can try and just delete the mod folders. I would recommend doing this entire process like I'm doing right now, just because it adds for reliability. But most of you don't already have mods installed that you're going to use, and you can put Optifine on top of this. I just couldn't get it to work with these mods. If you know how to get Optifine to work with your mods, feel free. And we have a good minimap in here called the Journey minimap. It should be able to replace Rays or Zans or whatever minimap you currently use, and it's fairly effective. I don't believe it is okay for vanilla Minecraft though, so you're going to want to disable that for vanilla Minecraft. So then, now you're inside your .minecraft folder. you're just gonna do like I said in the folder name, and paste everything in. And it'll start pasting everything in. Could take a little bit just because there's a lot of files. A lot of files. And you're going to want to make sure that you replace the files in the destination that do have the same name. Because for the forge jar file, which is in the libraries, I actually had to edit a part of the file itself to make it compatible with Java 8 in order to make this entire process much easier on everyone and get everyone to move on to Java 8. So make sure you hit replace, and it will replace everything that needs to be replaced. Most of the stuff it's actually replacing is just the libraries. I do believe I might have just replaced over my options folder, because there might have indeed been an options folder inside of the zip file options folder. Then just don't select the options folder. That's a mistake on my part. I'm going to have to redo all my options because of that mistake. But that's fairly easy to do. Now then, you should now have the mod properly installed. So you're going to want to go back and start up Minecraft like you normally do, because that's the way this thing works. I'm just closing those. Don't know why it's not opening. There we go. Start up Minecraft like you normally do. And instead of just hitting play, you're going to want to make a new profile. There should be a Forge profile already there. If not, you make a new profile here. I'm going to hit edit profile, and I'm also going to make it so it reopens the launcher again. The only thing you need to do is name this something so you'll know exactly what it is. I'm going to name it Beercules again, just because, I don't know, I like naming it Beercules. And for use version, you're gonna want to make sure that it says release 1.6.4 Forge 9.11.1.965. And you don't need to edit the JVM arguments because Java 8 makes most of these things obsolete. In fact, it actually doesn't even use the incremental mode. Minecraft just hasn't updated it to Java 8 just because Java 8 is still experimental, but it's stable enough to do everything that it needs to. Also, it has lots of security fixes, which are very nice. Now then, all you need to do is press play. And keep in mind, this is a lot of mods. It's going to use a decent amount of your RAM, which is why it is very helpful to have Java 8 64-bit installed, because it allows you to use more RAM than is allocated inside of one chunk. If you are not running a 6-bit computer, I am not entirely sure if you will even be able to play this mod because of the sheer amount of RAM it will eat from your computer, as the name of it implies. Even with, I have a fairly good computer. I have like 6.5, maybe 7 gigs of RAM free, and it still takes me 3 minutes or so. I say 3 minutes, it's probably shorter, to load up the mod. But anyways, the mod is now loaded. This is when I play the waiting game. I want to try and figure out how to stop the video. Oh, that's it right there. Okay, now I know. And there you have it. Once it loads up, it should say all this fun jazz with 181 mods loaded. If it does not do any of that, then leave a comment and I'll reply to it as necessary, or message me on Skype if you actually have me on Skype. I'm not sure if you will, but yeah, do it if you want to have me on Skype. Also, for anyone who just happened to find this video, the mods I am using is just a massive amount of mods. It is meant to have something for everyone. It's a lot of mods. A lot of mods. And they actually are all compatible because I have tested this thing multiple times and had to deal with multiple crashes. And I probably spent over 55 hours perfecting this mod pack. Still not perfect, but it works. So yeah, there you have it. That's how you install this mod pack. Thank you very much, and I do hope you'll join us on the server once I convince Wet Snow to get it up and running. Once we have that up and running, I'll have him post the IP and give it to all of you people. Thank you very much again, and goodbye.